Faceless grind, I'm paving my lane. Me 2 times, yeah, we changing the game. Elevate me to you, vibe is brand new. Built it from scratch, now we teaching you. Hit that sub, let the vision come true. This ain't just content, it's what we do.
Welcome to part 7 of the Build Your Brand series. Today, we're getting into motion in media, because sometimes a static post isn't enough. Whether you're creating animated social posts, video content for YouTube, or branded short-form clips, Canva has the tools to make it happen without needing complicated editing software. We'll walk through how to create animations and simple videos, how to edit and trim content directly inside Canva, and how to design scroll-stopping animated posts that boost your reach. Let's jump in. Let's start with the basics, how to create short videos and animations directly inside Canva. You don't need to be a video editor to make clean, professional-looking content. Whether you're adding movement to a social post or designing a full reel or YouTube short, Canva makes it beginner-friendly.
If social media is the place to be, video is definitely the king in that castle. There is no doubt that video has become the preferred format for people to consume on social media. In less than a decade, YouTube has managed to become the second largest search engine in the world and is set up to become the university of the future. Facebook, who came a bit later, did everything it could to get people to share and upload native video there on their platform. And because of all of that, video quickly became the dominant format on social media. And then something happened. Snapchat was the first platform to let its users share vertical photos and videos with their friends. And then something else happened. TikTok, which literally flipped the video consumption game upside down, democratizing the 9:16 aspect ratio, aka vertical videos. The massive success of TikTok and its addictive 15-second vertical videos forced the other players, the older players, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, to adapt and come up with their own version of the short vertical videos. Facebook and Instagram came up with Reels, and YouTube named them Shorts. And of course, Canva has followed that trend very closely and is now trying to position itself as the easy and free video editing solution. What they did to graphic design, make it available to everyone, they're trying to do with video. And this is not an easy task, but so far, so good. Now, don't get me wrong, Canva will probably deceive the professional video editors who are used to powerful and premium editing softwares like Premiere Pro or Final Cut. What Canva is building is not meant to compete with these video editing powerhouses, and therefore Canva Video is not for this particular type of users. Instead, Canva aims at becoming the user-friendly video editor. Like I said, what they did to design, they are doing now to video. And you will see that all the things that make Canva fun and easy to use, like having all of your creative assets in one place, or being able to start your projects from millions of beautiful templates, or even being able to create from any device, all of that will also apply to video. So let's take advantage of all of this. In this section of the course, I'm going to teach you how to create all sorts of videos and animations with Canva. We will cover all the major video formats, going from short-form videos like TikTok, Instagram Reel, or YouTube Shorts, to longer-form educational video content for YouTube, for example. We will also learn how to create animated social media posts, like animated ads, and I will also teach you how to create animated GIFs with Canva. I want to show you that with Canva, anyone can create beautiful videos. Let's go!
Next up, video editing. In this section, I'll show you how to cut, trim, and organize video clips inside Canva. This is perfect for creators who want to stay inside one tool while keeping their edits clean and efficient, whether you're building a product promo, a faceless brand video, or an explainer.
So who's ready to make some videos? Sorry. In this lecture, I will introduce you to the video features of Canva. I will show you how the timeline works, what specific features will be useful for editing your videos, and just overall making sure you are ready to start making some videos with Canva. Canva is not just a graphic design platform anymore. Indeed, what they did to graphic design, they made it simple, they are doing to video production. And though it's not yet a full-fledged video editing solution, Canva is slowly but surely positioning itself as the easy video creation tool everybody can use and understand. So the purpose of this lecture is to introduce you to the video features of Canva, show you how the timeline works, and make sure you are ready to start making videos with Canva. All right, let's start from our Canva free account because I want to show you that everyone can make videos with Canva. You don't need to have a pro account to access the video timeline nor all the video features. So that's already great news. So this is our Canva homepage, and to get started, we are going to click on the video icon here in the gradient header. When you do that, you should see different video document types like video, Facebook video, video message, mobile video, etc. Don't forget that you can use the little arrow here at the end of this carousel to see even more video formats. I'm going to choose the most classic format, which is also the first one here, called video. And this will create a 1920 by 1080 pixel document. From here, we see our blank page with the video dimensions, but also here at the bottom of the screen, a play button and a first rectangle which says page when you hover over it. Also, if you pay attention, you should see a time indicator, that little black triangle here, that will be moving through the first page if you hit the play button. So this is your video editing timeline. You can start from scratch, meaning from a blank page like the one we see in front of us right now, or you can start inspired and use a template. And because you are in a video doc type, you should see a bunch of video templates like me here in the object panel. You will recognize they are video templates, meaning they contain animations and or video clips, if you see the little play button here in the lower right corner of the template. Also, you will notice that these templates are organized into categories. Here we see some birthday videos, educational videos, review videos, explainer videos, etc., etc. Let's try explainer video and click on this template right here about easy homemade pizza. That sounds delicious. When I click on it, I will see that this template is actually made out of 9 different pages and all of them contain video. Let's apply all of these pages to our document by using this button. When I do that, you will see the timeline changing and being populated with these 9 pages from my template. If I scroll all the way to the right, you will see that I now have 9 pages. So let's hit the play button and see what we have so far. So we can hear that there is music in this video, and also we see a watermark on the video clip. This is probably because they are premium elements. We see that the template uses a mix of video clips, but also text boxes and some sort of animations going on. So here on page 4, for example, we have 2 different videos playing at the same time, and it seems they have been added into frames. Okay, so at this stage, we see that each of the pages represent a different scene in the video, and I can move these pages around very easily to modify the structure of my video. To do that, just click on one of the pages, hold your click, and move that clip or move that scene somewhere else on your timeline. Just know that for now, Canva only offers one video track only. Okay, let's move forward with our project and start customizing this template. We can do that in 2 different ways. Either we import some of our own video clips, or if we don't have any, like in my case right now, we can search for some other clips in the Canva library. So for that, we will head over to the Elements tab and start typing some keywords like cooking pancakes. Make sure you filter videos by using the tab here on top that says videos. And now I can see a bunch of video clips about making pancakes from the Canva library. Most of them will be premium elements though, so just be aware of that. When it comes to video assets, the difference between free and pro is really substantial. You won't get many video clips from Canva with a free account. But for the sake of this lesson, we can work with the watermarks on. Just be aware that you will have a limited choice of video clips as a free user. So what we are doing here is to replace the video clips about making pizza for some clips about making pancakes. Let's take the first page and swap the video clip it contains. For that, I'm going to click on the first page here in the timeline, and Canva will bring me right back to it. When I click on the pizza video, I can see that it's being used as the background of the page. And I can detach that video from the background by right-clicking on it and hitting Detach Video from Background. Now let's get rid of it by hitting the Delete key. Okay, this page is now ready for my pancake footage. Let's find one that looks great and that shows the finished outcome, a delicious pancake. And for that, let's slightly adjust our search for fluffy pancakes. I want fluffy pancakes. Okay, this clip will do. So I will click on it to import it to my timeline. There. Now you see that this clip lasts a total of 12 seconds. It says here in the thumbnail, and I can also see its duration on my timeline. This entire page 1 is 12 seconds long. That is too long for my intro scene. The pizza one was only 4 seconds, so I need to fix that. When you hover your mouse over a page, you should see these gray handles showing. And when you grab them and drag, you'll reduce the length of a specific video clip. So let's reduce this one to 4 seconds. And this seems like the right amount of time based on what you see in the clip, but also considering the animations in and out. Now, if we bring the time indicator to the beginning of the video and play it, we can see our pancake footage for 4 seconds. Great. What I need to do now is to make the clip full screen and adjust the text. To make the clip full frame, you have a couple of options. The first one would be to right-click on your clip and click on Replace Background. This will make the clip the background of your document. It's a quick way to do it, but in our case, the text is covering most of the action. So let's cancel that with the back button. Another way to proceed would be to use a grid to position the video into. Let's try that. And now I can double click on my video and scale it so I can see more of the pancake on the right side of my screen, like so. Okay, this looks good. I can now adjust the text. And here I see that I will be needing a new red rectangle. So I'll just copy the one from the word homemade and position it here. Let's play the video one more time. I see that the rectangles are not animating at the same speed, so to fix that, I will group them. And I will just get rid of that other text box with the pizza logo. Great, my first page is now ready. Let's move on to page 2. Okay, so here we show the beginning of the recipe for making pizza dough. I should find some footage of mixing flour and maybe eggs for making a pancake mix. Let's see if we can find that in the library. So back to my Elements tab, and I will type pancake recipe and filter for videos. Before I choose my clip, I will check how long is the pizza clip for reference. And I can see that page 2 is 7.9 seconds long. I like this clip here, when the person is pouring milk on top of the flour. This is an early step of the pancake recipe, so it will work. I'll click on it to bring it to my page, and I'll simply adjust its size by dragging from the corners and the handles, using the pizza clip as my reference. When it covers the pizza clip exactly, I'll use the position button to push the pancake clip backwards so I can delete the pizza clip. There. But now I can see that my page 2 has stretched to 12 seconds. so I'll need to reduce it a bit so it's not too long. Let's try to stick with approximately 8 seconds. Okay, I've reduced the clip by pulling the handle on the right, but now I see that my clip is quite static for a few seconds at the beginning. So I will undo that and instead reduce the clip by pulling the left handle this time. That way I will trim the seconds at the beginning when nothing is happening. Let's play it again. Much better. At this stage, I think you got the point. I'm going to use the exact same technique to swap all the remaining pizza clips for different parts of my pancake recipe. And since I will be repeating the exact same process, I'll just spare your time and jump forward in the video. Alright, all done. I have replaced all the pizza clips and also updated the text boxes to match the images. Let's play the video and see what we have so far. Okay, I think all of these footage look great. We have a good storyline and the video is around 1 minute, which is not too long. But I noticed a few things that require our attention though. First, I think we could improve the transitions between our clips. Right now they look a little bit rough. So if you pay attention to your timeline, you will notice that between each page you have a plus button. If we click on that, we see that we can do two things from here. You can either add a page or add a transition. Let's click on Add Transition. Here I can choose between 4 different transitions: Dissolve, Slide, Circle Wipe, and Line Wipe. Let's pick Slide. And now I can choose the duration of this transition between 0.1 and 2 seconds. Let's set this to 0.3 seconds for a fast transition, and I will push to the right. From here, you should also see a button to apply this transition to all pages. I will go ahead and do that so my project looks consistent. And now all of the transition buttons on my timeline should have changed for this one. If I want to add a bit of diversity, I can always click on one of the transitions and change the direction, for example. That way we keep the same style, but we just add some variation with the direction. On page number 5, I see that my text box is kind of covering the action, so I will move it to the other side and reduce its size slightly. I will also change the direction of the transition leading to page 7 to make it a little bit more interesting. Perfect, the rest of the video looks great. Something else I noticed that probably requires our attention is that the music ends a little bit abruptly in my video. At this stage, and this might have been fixed by the time you watch this video, but at this stage Canva doesn't allow us to fade out our audio clips. So a little trick to work around that is to trim your audio and make sure your audio tracks ends with your video footage. So first, let me show you where you can find your audio track on the timeline. See this purple line here underneath your video track? Well, that's your audio track. You will need to click on that purple line to extend it. Once extended, you should see the waveform of your audio track. And if you double click on that audio track, you will be able to slide it left or right. So let's slide it all the way to the left in such a way that you can see the end of the track on the right side. Let's listen to the last few seconds of the video. Okay, that looks good. So now let's go to the beginning and let's listen to the first few seconds. Great, we have now fixed the audio track. Something else you can do with audio, with your audio track selected, you can adjust the volume by using the little speaker icon, which is the volume. But let's keep it at 100 for now. From here, you can also duplicate your audio track with this next button right here. And I love that Canva lets you add multiple audio tracks to your timeline. This is great if you want to create different moods for different scenes or pages of your video. To find more audio tracks, you can click on the More tab in the Object panel and click on Audio. This will let you search for audio tracks in the Canva library. Just be mindful that most of these will be premium elements though. So for the sake of this video, we will stick with the track we already have. So let's take care of a few more things and wrap up this project. The original template that I used with the pizza video had this red color to it, which for a pizza recipe looked fine. But I feel like for my pancake video, I could use some other colors to make the video even better. So let's go ahead and fix this. I'll come to the first page and click on these red rectangles. I'll use the color button and create a nice bright pink. Now I'll use the Change All button here at the bottom to swap all of the red in this project for this pink. And voila, all of it has been changed in only one click. And we are almost done, folks. The last thing I'd like to show you is that you can tweak the animations on each page by clicking on the base layer of the page. So for example, here on page 1, we see the text and the pink rectangles are panning from the left. But we don't really see where this animation is coming from. And that's because you need to select your base layer or the background of that specific page to actually see the animation. So to access that base layer, we'll need to move our video clip slightly. So there, now we can click on the background and we can see the pan animation is applied. And you can change that if you want by clicking on that button. When it comes to animating your designs, you have two choices here again. The first choice is to animate your entire page. And for that, you'll need to reach that bottom layer like we just did. And the second choice you have is to animate individual elements. So for that, simply select that element and find the Animate button. And if you think I went a little bit too fast about animations here, don't worry. We'll look at animations in more details in the next videos of this section. Okay, I think we did a good job with this first video. And when you're done with your video project, you can preview the final outcome by clicking on this button right here with the length of your video and the little play button. Or you can hit the share button to either share or download your video. If you decide to download it, make sure you use the MP4 video format, which should be the default format when you use video document types in Canva. And if you have been using a free account to create your video, like we have in this lecture, this is usually where you will be prompted to buy the premium elements used in your project. Like in our case here, we have $59 worth of assets. So if you want your video to show without the watermarks, you need to pay for these clips first. So that's pretty much it. This is my quick tour of the video timeline plus all the video specific features. In the next video, we'll have a look at the recording studio.
Now let's add some motion to your feed. Animated posts are eye-catching, and they're a great way to stand out without needing full video. In this section, we'll walk through how to animate text, photos, and elements to create quick, scroll-stopping content that fits your brand style.
Welcome back to the course, guys. Let's continue our educational journey and learn more this time about animations. This lecture is going to be all about animating still images, or if you wish to work with video, this will work as well. But this is the lecture where I will teach you animation in Canva, okay? I'm going to show you straight from the get-go the final result. We are going to create an animated social media post like this one. Let me show you again. So this is a post that you can share on Facebook, you can share this on LinkedIn, you can share it on Instagram, and you see different animations going on. So this is exactly what we are going to recreate in this lecture. So for that, we are going to start from the Canva homepage. And for those of you who noticed, I am on a different account right here. I have borrowed Diana's account because there are some new features when it comes to animation that I unfortunately didn't yet have in my Canva account. So because I believe these features will become the norm, the mainstream for every user, I wanted to show you, because she has access to it. It will probably come to me in a couple of days, maybe in a couple of weeks. But by the time you're watching this, it is most probable that these features will already be rolled out. So I didn't want to miss out on them. So this is a pro account, an important detail to mention. And let's get ready. Let's start our project right here. So we are going to start by searching for animated social media. And let's see what Canva has. Animated social media, animated social media. Let's go ahead and use this one right here, animated social media, which is a squared format, okay? So I actually this time started from a template. I started from this template right here. Let's click on this and preview this template. It is a template by Pedro Frejo. So it looks very clean, it looks very nice. It's only one page. So I'm just going to click on customize this template. You see it's 1080 by 1080, the color palette. For me, it is perfect. So I'm just going to customize this template right here. And Canva is going to load it right here. It is a video template. It is a video or document type. You can see by the timeline right here. So let's go ahead and play this. Okay, so we see some animations going on, and then for quite some time, the rest of the project, I would say the video is not moving. So the beginning is moving. Okay, so I have a bunch of different things going on. And this is a good base, okay? I like how the elements come from the bottom right here. I like the text effect also. So I'm going to decompose this. I'm going to analyze this design and see how I can recreate something similar with my own picture. Okay, so obviously we have a photo here. It's probably a photo that has been detoured, like we got rid of the background with the background remover. So that's the photo. Then we have a circle right here, this brown circle in the background. We have the heart element right here, it's a graphic. And then we have some text. So it is a text box with the curved text effect with a curve of 38. Okay, and then we have this text box right here, which is the handle for social media. All right, and what we can see as well, if I use the timeline here to come back to the beginning, first of all, there is some sort of animation going on my text box right here. So let's click on it and discover what it is. So it is a block animation. If I click on it, I can see this is the block animation. And I see here, it is an animation on enter. So this section right here is going to be available for both free and pro users. But this section will allow you to decide if you want to animate in on enter and or out on exit. So you can animate on enter, animate on exit, or both. All right, so in this case, it's on enter only, which means that if I had a second page right here, or at the end of this animation, this is going to stay on screen. It's not going to disappear. If I animated this both, you would see that at the end of my video, it disappears. See, right there, disappears. Okay, so I like that it stays on screen. So I'm going to turn that back to, so where is it? Let me select it first. On enter only. So it stays on screen. This is important to understand the difference. All right, what else can I see here? I have my text box here. It has a different animation. It's called ascend. And again, it is on enter only. So this means it will remain on screen until the end of the video. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another page right here, and I'm going to start working with my photo. This is the first thing I want, is to find the right photo and then find the right text that I will have above my circle right here. So I'm going to go ahead and find the photo that I want in my uploads. Also, I'm going to import on another page yet my color palette from Fairtrade Connection. So I just screenshotted this from my brand style guide. So I have all of my colors here. This will be useful. Okay, so selecting my photo, I have been using this photo right here, which is very cute. This is a photo we took in Nepal in a kindergarten. That was a very fun day. We took a bunch of photos of the kids this day. So this is the photo I'm going to be using. So I'm just cropping it to the right size, and I'm gonna, with the photo selected, click on Edit Image, and then use the background remover to get rid of that background. Okay, so this is what I have. I have a little bit of the other kid right here, but I can crop it out by simply making this frame a little bit narrower right here, which is good, so I don't need to use the brushes. If I had to, I could have used the brushes and used the erase to erase that part, but it's not necessary here. I'm gonna apply the background remover effect, and now I have this cute little kid right here that I can position exactly in the middle of my page. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit, he's a little bit too big. Let's try this. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this photo, and I can see it's not perfectly clear, crisp. So maybe I can try to apply some effects on this photo so it's a little bit less blurry, it's a little bit sharper. So with the photo selected, I can click on Edit Image, and I'm going to play with my adjustments here. So I'm going to click on See All. I don't think I need to mess with the brightness, contrast, and all of this. All I want to do is to make this photo a little bit sharper. So maybe I can do this by reducing the blur slightly. And again, this is when I'm zoomed in the photo, but when you will look at this on social media, it's already going to be compressed. It's not going to be super high resolution. So I don't think people will really see a difference. But obviously, if you can make your photo slightly better, it's always good to do so. All right, so I have my kid. Second thing I'm going to do, I'm going to simply, I'm not going to reinvent the wheel here. I'm going to select everything that I want to copy here. So all of these things, I selected them. You see, in order to select them, I could go one and then hold my Shift key down and select the second one and then the third one. That's one way of doing it. But I decided to click outside of my frame and then progressively move my mouse until I selected everything, like so. Now that I have everything selected, Command C or Control C on a PC, I'm gonna go to my page 2 right here and Command or Control V, and boom, I have pasted this now exactly at the same position as page 1. Okay, so this is good. I'm going to change the color of this straight away for one of my brand colors. Okay, so I'm going to go and grab that color from here. I'm going to use this. Okay, and this for my sentence here as well. Now it should be in my documents color, this fuchsia color. And this one, I can make it pink as well. For now, we might change this in the future. But okay, so next I want to bring the kid in the foreground. Okay, so bring the kid forward and just making sure he's in the right position when it comes to the circle here. Maybe we can move him slightly down like so. And okay, I feel like at this stage we can probably get rid of page 1 now. Oh, actually, no, I forgot to copy something. So undo this. These little hearts right here, I like these as well. So I'm going to bring that over to this design as well. And what I'm going to do is to position them here, and I'm going to flip this horizontally. Maybe reduce their dimension slightly. I want them to be inside my circle. And I'm now using my keyboard arrows to move them slightly. Okay, this is good. I want the hearts to be the same color as my background here. But I want to change this background as well. I want to go from this color, and obviously if I use the same color as the circle and all the rest, it's not going to look nice. But I'm going to reduce the luminosity here by dragging the cursor and bringing it up as well. So I want to have kind of like a duotone kind of effect here with a lighter pink. So this pink is nice. And I'm going to be using the same pink for my hearts. So this one right here. Okay, this looks good. Let's now get rid of page 1. And I think we can get rid of page 2. No, actually we will probably need page 2 for some text here that I might change to black for better contrast. Let's see. So let's keep page 3 for now. I'm just going to play page 2 and see what's going on. Okay, this is not bad. I have my animations from the template. Okay, so the rise of the circle, the hearts, all of this is nice. I need to customize my text here. So the text that I'm going to be using will say, Fair trade provides better education. Okay, fair trade provides better education. Great, like that. I'm going to push this up slightly, not too much, but slightly. And I'm going to try to bring everything else here by selecting everything down just slightly. So I have a little bit more space for this part right here. Okay, now I can start customizing the template with my brand fonts. Okay, remember from the brand style guide, the fonts should be railway heavy. So I'm going to go and find my railway heavy font, which is this one right here. And I'm going to play this one more time, see how it looks. Okay, this is good, but I would love to have this handle come in the second part of the animation, not in the beginning. I would like the beginning to be entirely focused on the kid here and the message, and then the handle come later. So what I will do, I will play this, okay, and after everything on the lower part of my design has come like and is set on the screen, I'm going to split the clip right here. For that, I'm going to right click and then split, just like in the previous lecture. The shortcut is S. So I need to try this shortcut later. All right, so now what I have here is this animation right here, which is quite fast. Let me undo this. It is fast because I decided to cut after a second and something. So I will leave more time, maybe 2 seconds before I split. Otherwise, everything will be kind of sped up. Like, yes, so this is more chill, more relaxed. Okay, so now I can see that the animations disappear before going into page 2. So I need to fix that. So the first thing I need to do on page 1 is to get rid of this one. Okay, I only want this one on page 2. That's kind of the idea that I had. The text right here, I would love to bring this up a bit. So 1, 2, yes, 2. So I need to move it on page 2 as well. 1, 2, okay. All right, so I have this. One more time, copy the circle and the heart, because I feel like something have moved here. It doesn't look exactly the same. So I'm gonna paste that one more time and bring the kid forward. Okay, so now I'm completely sure. Yes, everything is where it needs to be. So now I need to fix these animations, okay? When they rise, it's completely fine. I like it, it's where they need to be. They're not supposed to disappear at the end of page 1. So let's fix that, okay? I'm gonna click on the circle first, rise. You see, animate, it is on both now. I don't know why it moved somehow. So I need to have this on enter. And I have some other options because I'm using Diana's Pro account. You see the speed slider right here is a Pro feature, and the direction is also a Pro feature. So I'm not going to change the direction, but I might play around with the speed slightly. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit, and also I will make this on enter.
And let's realize right here that we are only talking about this circle, okay, the fuchsia circle. Same for the heart. This needs to be on enter only. And same for my text, which is a different effect. It's the animation, I mean. It is the ascend animation, okay? And I'm going to make sure it is on enter. And here I have some extra features as well. Writing style, I could go word by word. You see how every word is showing up. And I want to slow this down a bit. Yes, like so. Okay, word by word, or I could do the entire line, but word by word is actually much nicer. Make sure it's on enter. And now, let me play this again. It will remain on screen until I go to the next page. So now the problem is that these animations are not supposed to repeat on page 2, especially the text, the circle, the heart. This is supposed to be already there. So I'm going to click on each of these. I'm going to click on Rise, and I'm going to simply remove animation. Okay, same for the hearts. Let me grab the hearts there. Click on the animation, which is Rise, and remove. And same for my text. I'm going to remove the animation there. Okay, so now let me play this again from the beginning. So it rises nicely, and then I have my handle right there. Okay, I'm almost done with this. The last thing I want to do is to add a little Instagram icon right here so that people understand that this handle, also I need to customize the handle for my actual handle, Fair Trade Connection on Instagram. And I'm going to go to my elements and search for Instagram logo. Going to use the classic one, Instagram logo, reduce its size and bring it up right here. Okay, I'm going to leave a bit more space here. And I see that this text box is a little bit long. I'm going to make it snap to the text and bring it exactly where it needs to be. Selecting both, again using the same technique like clicking outside of the box and then selecting it. And then I'm going to make sure this is centered like so. Okay, now let's play this one more time, only page 2. This is what's happening here with the animation. It's not bad. Maybe I can animate this logo as well. So I'm going to click on it and then click on animate and see what I have here. No, not so keen about this one. Let's see the breathe. No, it's not very cool. No, that's too big. The pop is cool. Look, it's kind of subtle. So I'm going to use pop and I'm going to make this on enter. And yeah, I think this is good. Let me play this again. Okay, so it starts from not being there, pops like this, and then we have the block animation. And I'm pretty much done. So once you're done, what you can do, let me delete page 3. What you can do, let's see, we have you can click on the preview button right here. We see the entire animation is about 5 seconds. So let's click on that. Yeah, this looks great. Let's play this again one more time. Rise is up. Oh, my photo is not moving. Maybe my photo could move as well. Yeah, let's make the photo rise as well on page 1. So I'm going to click on the photo, animate this, make it rise. Yes, make it rise, and I can make this rise a little bit slower or a little bit faster. Let's see which one is best. Yeah, I feel like this is good. On enter only. And let's preview the entire thing again. Yeah, this is cute. Really like that. Let's play it again. One last time. Yeah, Fairtrade provides better education, Fairtrade connection. Okay, I think we have come to a very good place here, guys. So I'm going to close the preview. And from here, if you want to post this on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, all you have to do is to click on the share button. And then if you want to download it, you can download it from here. If you want to post it directly, if you have linked your Instagram account to Canva, you can do so with the social buttons. You can also schedule that in the content planner if you are using a pro account. But here I'm just going to download it. Make sure it is an MP4 video, okay? If you want to post the entire as an animated video on social media, make sure you have all of your pages. Here I need to have the 2 pages, and then just click download, and Canva is going to do the rest. It's going to download your cute animation, and it's going to be ready for you to post on social media. So have fun with this, experiment with all the animation features. Now it is ready here. I'm going to just show you one last time how it looks like. The one we've just created once exported. Looks great. So there we go. We have one more lecture to go, and I will teach you how to create animated GIFs in the last lecture of this section. So I will see you there.
That wraps up part 7. By now, you should feel comfortable using Canva to create motion, whether that's short-form video, animated posts, or a branded reel. Next up in part 8, we're focusing on Canva Presentations, how to design slides that actually hold attention, avoid common mistakes, and deliver your message with confidence. We'll also cover how to record talking presentations, present live from Canva, and use charts to tell a story, all using tools you already have. Subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next one.
Faceless grind, I'm paving my lane. Me 2 times, yeah, we changing the game. Elevate me to you. Vibe is brand new. Built it from scratch, now we teaching you. Hit that sub, let the vision come true. This ain't just content, it's what we do.
All right, thank you everybody for coming. Lipstick and Gossip and Goddess. Also, the next video will be covering designing presentations, and then we'll go into creating a website using Canva. Thank you for coming, and good night.